Let's solve this question together. It says a plus b is equal to 8 and ab is equal to 8. We are required to solve for the value of a and b in this equation. Okay, so first thing we can do here is to say that let's call this equation 1 and call this equation 2. Okay, such that we can say from equation 2, okay, we have that b is equal to 8 over a. Alright, now from here we can now say let's put b as 8 over a in equation 1, so that we have a plus 8 over a is equal to 8. Then this we can call this equation 3. Alright, now we say let's multiply each term here by a. So this times a will be what? A squared, okay, plus this times a and a will cancel to give us 8, plus is equal to now 8 times a is 8a. Alright, so that we have a squared minus 8a plus 8 is equal to 0. Alright, now we can use the quadratic formula to solve this. Okay, now we're going to have that a here. So for example, let's take x for example. If a here is x, now we can say that x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now this a here simply stands for the coefficient of the first term, b simply stands for the coefficient of the second term, and c simply stands for the coefficient of the third term. Okay, now let's apply this law here. So how about our a here will be equal to, which is different from the a in the equation, alright? Be different from, sorry, a here will be equal to, now we have minus b is this, but minus 8 is 8, okay? So we have 8 plus or minus square root of, now minus 8 squared is certain as 8 squared, which is 64, minus 4 times 8 is 32 times 1 is 32, so we have minus 32 all over 2 times 1, which is 2. Alright, we now have that our a here is equal to 8 plus or minus root of 64 minus 36 plus 32 all over 2 is equal to, now this is 8 plus or minus root of 32 now can be expressed as root of 16 multiplied by root of 2 divided by 2, and this is equal to 8 plus or minus 4 root 2 all over 2. Now this can be written to be equal to 4 plus or minus 2 root 2. Okay, that's dividing each term here by 2. Now when we're getting this answer for a, we can now say, recall that b is equal to 8 over a. Okay, what we got in the beginning, that's from our equation 3. We are now applying this now for b. Now we say when a now is equal to this, so it's equal to 4 plus, let's pick plus first, 2 root 2. One steps for a, when this is the condition, we have that our b now will be equal to 8 divided by 4 plus 2 root 2. Okay, now when you have something like this, you have the sod in the denominator. The right thing for you to do is to make this question or this expression rational. To make an expression rational, you have to rationalize the denominator. And to rationalize the denominator, we have to remove this square root sign from the denominator. And how do we remove this? We multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. And the conjugate of the denominator is this denominator, but replacing the sign here. The sign here is plus, we replace it with minus. Okay, once we replace this sign here with minus, we can now use it as a conjugate to multiply both the numerator and the denominator. Okay, and once we multiply the numerator and the denominator with the same number, multiplying the numerator and the denominator with the same number is an equivalent fraction. So we are not doing anything basically. We are not changing this equation. Okay, let's now go ahead and apply this, and you'll see how we rationalize the denominator to get the answers for b. Okay, now moving on from here, we can now have that 8 divided by 4 plus 2 root 2 multiplied by 4 minus 2 root 2. Okay, and this will be multiplied by 4 minus 2 root 2. Okay, and this is still equal to b. Alright, so now we have this to be equal to 8 into 4 minus 2 root 2 all over, this is difference of 2 squares. Okay, so we have 4 squared is 16 minus 2 squared is 4, root 2 squared is 2, 4 times 2 is 8. Now we have that this is equal to 8 divided by 16 minus 8 is what? Is 8. Multiplied by 4 minus 2 root 2. Okay, now 8 times 8, so that we have that this is equal to 4 minus 2 root 2, and this is equal to b. And when is b equal to 4 minus 2 root 2? B is equal to 4 minus 2 root 2 when a, okay, is equal to 4 plus 2 root 2. Okay, what does this tell us now? This tells us that when b will be equal to 4 plus 2 root 2, okay, just from our assumption, for the way the answer is going, okay, a will now be equal to 4 minus 2 root 2. Alright? So a and b are equal to 4 plus or minus 2 root 2, but a is equal to 4 plus 2 root 2 when b is equal to 4 minus 2 root 2, and b is equal to 4 plus 2 root 2 when a is equal to 4 minus 2 root 2.
What's going on, guys? It's Fortune here editing this video. As you can see, about 99% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel, so please subscribe, like, comment, and share my videos, as this helps to push my videos out to more viewers out there. The more you subscribe, the more viewers can see my videos, the more we grow in this community. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.